Today I am going to explain the experiment from the 6th semester, that is from paper 604, that is 8 experiment I am going to explain. So we have the experiment named as verification of inverse square law. So what is the aim of the experiment? You have to verify the inverse square law. So here the apparatus which we are using here is GM counting system, GM tube and radioactive source. Here the principle of this inverse square law is that the intensity of gamma rays emitted from the source varies inversely as the square of the distance from the source. We have this formula NC is inversely proportional to R square. From that we can derive this log NC is equal to log K minus 2 log D. So if we take the ratio of log NC by log D, you will get it as minus 2 because log K will be cancelled and you will get log NC by log D is equal to minus 2. So in order to verify the inverse square law, if you get the ratio of log NC by log D, if you get it as minus 2, then your inverse square law is verified. So the diagram you have this diagram, you have a GM counting system and GM tube, and in this GM tube we are placing the radioactive source. So initially you can see here we have a GM tube and we have a GM counting system. So in this GM counting system you have this 4 knobs, that is store, program, start and stop. So first what you have to do, as soon as you switch on, you just using this knob you have to set the voltage. This is the knob to set the voltage. You can see this the high voltage, it is 549 it's showing. We are taking it as, we will set that as 550 volts because we have the operating voltage that is approximately around 450 to 800 volts for our GM counting system in the lab. So here approximately we have taken it as 550 volts. I have set this voltage to be 550 volts and I have to set the program. So you have to set the time, what is the time which is required. So it is already set, that is around 60 seconds. If it is not set, you can use this knobs arrow marks and you can take that arrow mark to different position and you can set it to 60. So that will give you 60 seconds. Then as soon as you get this preset time and high voltage, you have to start this and you have to take the countings. That is, first what we are going to do is we are finding the background count, that is for 60 seconds, that is NB you have to find out. So without the source in the tube, we should not place any source in the tube. So without any source you have to take the readings. So for that what we will do, we will not place any source and we have set the program to be 60 seconds as preset time and the voltage as 550 volts and we will start this. So as soon as we start this, you can see here the ET is nothing but elapsed time, that is the time which is going on running, and you can see A is coming, that is nothing but analyzing or like that. So here you can see the voltage which is set and preset voltage. You can see here the numbers are going on increasing, that is nothing but number of radiations which is coming out or which is present in the atmosphere without the source we are taking, therefore it is called as background counts. After 60 seconds, whatever the readings you will get here, that is taken as NB and that you have to note down. So that is approximately we have taken it as 33, NB is equal to 33. Next what you have to do is R0 you have to find out from the graph, later you can do that. First what we will do, we will take the tube, this is the GM counting tube, we will take the tube and we will measure the distance of this distance from the GM counting system to the slot where we will place the source. Let us consider this is a slot which we are placing the source. So if we place the slot here, so what you have to do, you have to measure the GM counting from counter edge from here, from GM counting system to the top of the slot, or like this from here to here you can measure. So you can take a scale, you just measure the distance from this top to the, from here, from the top, we have to measure the distance from the top of the slot where we will place the radioactive source or like that, and then from there to the edge of this counting system. So from here to here you have to measure, and next if you place a slot to the next position, So during this experiment we are going on changing the slot. So first you measure the distance from the top of the slot to the counting system. Here, from here to here you will measure. So it will be variable distance, you are going to vary the distance r. So distance is going on changing, and you have to find out the counts with the radioactive source. So first we have found the background counts here, and now what we are doing, you will note down the distance. That is, we got 1.2 centimeter, then 2.3, 3.6, like that. That is for around 10 slots you have to take the back crowns, that is with the radioactive source. 10 slots we are going to place the radioactive source and finding the counts, that is for 60 seconds. First you will find out all the distances, then you will place the radioactive source in the second slot, third and fourth, and this is the second slot we are placing because we will not place the radioactive source in the first slot itself. It will be very much closer. There is no difference, that means almost that will be very much closer. So we will place the radioactive source in the second slot itself. That is the first trial we are taking with this, and then we go on changing the slot to the second, third, fourth, fifth, like that, up to 10 readings you have to take. So after placing the radioactive source, so see, you can see this is a cesium 137 radioactive source, you can see, and you should not touch this radioactive source with your bare hands. You have to use the prongs which is provided, because this is very much radiative. So you just put it in the second slot and you can place this inside the tube. Next, what we are doing here is you have to set the program. Already time will be set. We'll see what is the time. If it is set to 60 seconds, then it's okay. Required mode, preset time has come. Next we have you have to go on pressing till you will get that preset time and high voltage both. It's going on skipping. So after getting this preset time as 60 seconds, and you have the high voltage as 550 volts, you have placed this radioactive source in the second slot. We have placed the radioactive source. You can see the radioactive source is placed here in the second slot. You have to start the program, and you have to see how many counts you are getting from with the source in the second slot. That is, the second slot is at 1.2 centimeter distance from the GM counting system. We will count the number of counts for 60 seconds. That we will take it as n. So it is going on running. We will take it later after it stops. You can see it is going on running. After 60 seconds it will stop. We will note down here. Next, what you have to do, after getting n value, you have to get the corrected count value. So that is nothing but the n minus nb divided by t. So that is how many counts you will get, that you will note down. That minus the background count divided by t. T is nothing but 60 seconds. That is the time period, that is time elapsed. That you will get it as corrected count, NC. After getting NC, you have to find out this value, that is 1 by square root of NC. Next, corrected distance you have to find out using this graph. So what is that? You have to plot a graph of 1 divided by square root of NC versus R. So if you plot a graph of 1 divided by square root of NC, you are getting a graph from here to here. So you have to extend that graph in the reverse direction in order to get the values in the negative axis. So you have to plot the graph such that you will get positive R values and also negative R values. So you have to extend that, and you will get the value of R in the negative x-axis. So that value will be approximately between 0.4 to 0.6 or like that, 0.4 to 6 or 0.5, 0.6 or anything you will get. So you will get minus 0.5 if you consider we are getting minus 0.5. So take it as only 0.5, that is your R naught. R naught here we got it as 0.5. Don't take the negative values, take r naught as 0.5 centimeter. And next you have to find out the corrected distance. So that is the corrected distance is nothing but there will be some deviation in this counting system. There will be some imperfections. There is no edge here. So this distance which we are counting is nothing but r naught. So that r naught we will find out and we'll add here in order to get the total distance, that is this 1.2 plus some deviation from the counting system, that is r plus r naught. You will find out, you will get d value, and after getting d value you have to find out log d. nc we have found that, using that you will find out log nc. Log d also you will find out. After finding log d and log nc, you have to plot a graph of log nc versus log d and determine the slope. So as we know the principle, log nc by log d, you have to get a -2. That is nothing but, it is nothing but slope of this 2, you have to get it as -2. That is negative sign is indicating as a negative slope you are getting, and 2 is the value, that is the square value you are getting. That is we have found using this inverse square law, that is nc is inversely proportional to r square. Therefore log nc by log d you are getting it as -2. That implies, that is the negative slope you are getting, the value of the negative slope is equal to 2. If you get value of the negative slope is equal to 2, then your inverse square law is verified. So you have to write down the inverse square law is verified since the slope is 2. If you get 2.1 or 2.2 or like that, that is enough. So this inverse square law is verified. Thank you.